Peace, love, and blessings, fam. Johnny Sally here with day 13 of Wisdom of the Ages by Wayne W. Dyer. If you've missed the previous episodes, you can catch them on YouTube at Loyalty Life Legacy LLC. Life spelled Lyfe. So, let's get into it. Day 13, balance. Every now and then go away. Have a little relaxation. For when you come back to your work, your judgment will be surer, since to remain constantly at work will cause you to lose power of judgment. Go some distance away, because the work appears smaller, and more of it can be taken in at a glance, and a lack of harmony or proportion is more readily seen. Leonardo da Vinci, Italian painter, sculptor, architect, musician, engineer, mathematician, and scientist. Leonardo da Vinci was one of the greatest intellects in the history of mankind. When a man such as Leonardo da Vinci gives advice, I, for one, am willing to listen with fixed attention. He has been called by many historians the man with the most inquiring mind of all time. Now that's quite a compliment. His accomplishments were prodigious, and he is often credited with being the initiator of the Renaissance, who moved man out of the Dark Ages. Leonardo saw mystery everywhere and delved deep to understand it. He studied the earth, the sky, and the heavens. He recorded the movement of the stars and drew up plans for flying machines 400 years before the first airplane. He was an architect and a consummate artist who plunged into the study of nature and human personality. His portraits of faces were more skillful than had ever been seen before or since, embodying a reality that captured every essence of his subject. Volumes of books have been written on the magnificence of just his painting The Last Supper. No subject escaped Leonardo's inquiry, and in this piece of advice quoted above, he offers you a tool for your own creative outlets as well. When you consider the sheer amount of creative work that Leonardo da Vinci amassed in his lifetime, you might conjure up a picture of a workaholic, type A person who never did anything but paint, sculpt, and invent every waking moment of his life. Yet, his advice is quite to the contrary. And it is my conclusion as well. This original Renaissance man is advising us to escape from the daily routine and go some distance away to become more efficient and productive. It seems to me that highly productive people have a great sense of balance and harmony in their lives. They are thoroughly familiar with pacing and knowing when to retreat and clear their heads of the immediate concerns. The key word here is balance. To avoid being consumed by anything, you must be able to walk away from it. In the process of walking away, you begin to see your work or family or project from a perspective that appears smaller, according to Leonardo. Leaving a fixed point and then glancing back at it does indeed cause the point to appear smaller. But from a distance, you can actually take in more of that point in one swift glance. Thus, any weaknesses or flaws can be spotted in an instant. Even though Leonardo may be speaking as an artist, his advice is applicable today, irrespective of what your life work might be. I have found Leonardo's advice to be applicable to me in my work of writing and speaking, as well in other projects. When I leave my research and the yellow legal pads that I write on to go for a long distance run, or simply go away for several days, almost magically, everything seems clearer on my return. I am amazed by the insights I receive when I let go of my work. They seem to pop into my head in the moments when I am least connected to or attached to the outcome. The great Renaissance master is telling us to let go, relax, don't try so hard. Remove the struggle and allow your nature, your natural divine guidance to assist you. He says, have a little relaxation, for when you come back to your work, your judgment will be sure. One way to do this in today's world is to learn to meditate before you undertake any serious pursuit, be it a plan for conducting a business meeting, going on a job interview, giving a lecture, or painting a portrait. The very act of allowing yourself to go into a meditative state will improve your efficiency enormously. In the past 10 years, I have never gone before an audience without first spending a minimum of an hour, usually more, alone in a state of meditation. When I emerge from my relaxing meditation, I find that I can walk on stage or pick up my pen with a sense of confidence that I am connected to a higher part of myself that knows no fear. I become an observer of myself doing the work, and everything seems to flow, as if the hand of the gods is guiding my tongue or my pen. In the process of getting some distance between yourself and your work, and relaxing into the space, you are inviting divine intervention into your activity. The less stress you place on yourself to accomplish or complete a task, ironically, you seem to gain the power to do just that. When you are detached from the outcome, you are in process, and you are allowing the outcome to take care of itself. You can see this principle at work in activities of pleasure. For example, on a dance floor, your objective is not to end up at a particular place on the floor. In dancing, the object is to enjoy the dance, and where you end up is left to the process of dancing. Similarly, at a concert, your purpose is not to get to the end of the music, but to enjoy each moment of the concert. Getting to the end is of no concern when you are in the process. Think of eating a banana. What is the purpose? To get from one end to the other, or to enjoy each bite. This is true with virtually anything. When we relax and let go, we can get naturally lost in the process, and magically, the end result appears. Leonardo da Vinci encourages us to have balance in our lives, regardless of pursuits. By all means, get involved in your activities, but try to enjoy them for what they are, rather than the final outcome. Moreover, be willing to walk away from any activity when you feel your judgment is out of harmony or proportion. By doing so, you gain perspective. And paradoxically, you sharpen rather than lose your creative power. To put this advice of the original Renaissance man to work in your life, practice detaching from outcome in your work and projects. Be in the moment, enjoying your activities for the sheer joy of the action rather than how it will turn out. Walk away from your work from time to time to do nothing. No time restraints, no deadlines, no alarm clocks, in fact, no clocks at all. Just let yourself be and notice how free you feel. This kind of distancing without restraints will bring you back to your work with new vigor and much sharper judgment. Do what I do frequently if I ever feel stuck. I simply turn the entire thing over to the divine creator of all. I say, I don't know what to do at this point, and I feel stuck for answers. I am asking you to guide me in resolving this problem. It may sound simplistic, but it always seems to work. The answers come and clarity is restored when I ask the gods to help me. Remember that one of the greatest achievers of all time in a myriad of endeavors advises you to every now and then go away. Have a little relaxation. If there is anyone whose advice I would follow, It is the original Renaissance man. Now, the other day I mentioned how when you're in the state of flow and you're enjoying what you're doing, there's a divine spark that's added into it, that it in itself becomes a meditation. Why is that? Because you literally lose all track of time. Your thoughts are in the moment. Some may still think that have overactive minds and they're able to fully operate and function in that manner. But others, your brain completely shuts off and you are now in the place of just enjoying and being present and creating and letting the energy of life flow through you into your artwork that almost gives it a sense of realism because of the life that's being put into it. Um, and balance comes in many forms. So even though I meditate, there are times where I chill with my family. I may partake in things that others are like, oh wow, I didn't know you do that. I don't participate in other extracurricular activities. It's just my place in me. But everything in life has balance. And it's because we live in a realm of duality. So good, bad, light, dark. At some place you get to a point to where it's all the same and it's all based on the intent of how you move and flow. So just like you work all the time, there is a space where you need to have fun. And what I mean by fun is not just scrolling on social media. Because to me, if you got time to scroll, you got time to heal. If you got time to scroll, you got time to meditate. You got time to draw. You got time to journal. You have time to do a whole list of other things that actually embody fun. So even in even a level of social media, I'll say, is a balance because some use it to find out new information. Some use it to get laughs, and laughter is one of the greatest ways to rebalance yourself because it creates a vibrational frequency in you that just heals, that uplifts, that brings joy, that brings fun. It's also connected to certain levels of manifestation if you're into those things. We, as earthling humans, have to learn the process of balance. And there's so much in this lifetime that we are out of balance with. Most of us will lie to ourselves and say that things are balanced, but there has to be a flow of things that assist in that regard. So, being that one of the major things he focused on was meditation, let's take some time now. So, I want you to sit up straight or lie down, whichever is comfortable for you. We're going to take 3 breaths in, usually of a 4 count, hold for 4, then we're going to release for 4. And when you release, make sure to push that stagnant excess energy out, like, even if you have to go, however you release, it's however you release. I won't make this long, so let's begin. I want you to close your eyes, taking a deep breath of a 4 count, hold it for 4, and then we're going to release. And begin. Inhale. Hold on 1,000, 2 1,000, 3, 4, release. Now when you do this, allow your belly to expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. Next deep breath, inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Last deep breath, inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Now in this moment, I want you to just focus on your breathing. It is a way of shutting the mind down and keeping yourself focused. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now I just want you to sit silently for 30 seconds. If thoughts come to your mind, allow them. Don't get frustrated, irritated. Just accept the thoughts and let them fully play out. Begin. Awesome job. I want you to congratulate yourself in the first step of learning to meditate. I want you to take in 3 deep breaths again, the 4 count. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Deep breath again. Hold. Release. Inhale. Hold. And one last big release of energy. Now, slowly feel your toes wiggle, fingers, and begin to open your eyes. It's that simple. So, take these things, apply them as you will, and just know that there's nothing wrong with taking a break from time to time. And a true, sincere break of being to yourself, of being silent, or just examining whatever it is you're dealing with. Because many a times a person will say, oh, let's take a break, and the first thing they do is grab for their phone. And there are studies that show your IQ drops as soon as you pick up the phone. Go look it up. But not to discourage you. That meditation we just did, you can come back to this anytime. I'm probably going to create a shorter version of only the meditation. And you can tap in with it anytime. Start with 30 seconds and work your way up. When you have those moments of those thoughts coming in that you're wondering why you keep thinking about them and things of that nature, just know it's a natural part of the process. It's the HDP, the Human Default Program, trying to prevent you from expanding yourself. So, thank you for being present. Walk in love, walk in light, walk in peace, and know that you are loved.